Welcome to another episode of Gaming with Dan Dar. I'm Dar.
And I'm Dan.
And man, we're so happy you guys are joining us for another episode so we can tell you all about games and just news with games.
And we're going to start off this episode by talking about just some gaming news going on.
Let's start again. We wanted to kind of kick things off with Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3. That's actually coming to PC on March 30th. Man, that's super
exciting.
So exciting, especially for you Kingdom Hearts fans out there. I know some people have been waiting for it to come to PC, but it's going to be a big day on March 30th. That's really exciting for the Kingdom Hearts franchise because it's never been to PC before, so that's really cool.
Another thing that we are excited about, which nothing's been announced yet, but Nintendo has registered some new trademarks for some Zelda games, including Zelda Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Ocarina of Time, and Skyward Sword.
Woo.
And because of what we saw with Mario and his 35th anniversary, we can expect the same thing with Zelda's 35th anniversary, which is also this year. So hopefully that we're going to be seeing a collection being released on the Switch this year and maybe some remasters or remakes. And again, nothing's been announced, but we are excited to see what will be announced. So just be on the lookout.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember Wind Waker or not, but that was the one where he was like leading the winds with the music and everything. So that's
good.
Such a good game. It was when Toon Link was introduced, so let's get excited for that. So yeah, we just wanted to actually switch gears a little bit and actually talk about Sony and some things that are going on with them. I guess they might be having a lawsuit happen probably for what's going on with the DualSense controller. Apparently we're having some stick drift with that controller, and so hopefully it's not anything big. I haven't had any issues with my DualSense controller as of yet, but it's something to be aware of, and you can definitely look out for that.
One thing I wanted to bring up with that topic is Nintendo, they actually still fix their Joy-Con drift for free. In most cases, not all cases, but if your joystick randomly started drifting, and it's not because you were chewing on it or throwing it around or whatnot, then they might be able to fix it for you. I've had all mine fixed for free without even paying a cent for shipping. So go on to Nintendo's support website and file a case and let them know what's going on with your Joy-Cons, and hopefully they can fix it for you so you don't have to try to fix it yourself or throw them away or buy new ones. So try that out.
We also wanted to touch on some games coming up within 2021.
Some games that I'm excited for. The first one actually came out just a few days ago, and I haven't purchased yet, but I'm going to really soon. Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. That one looks super good, and it'll be a new adventure for me because I never played the original one.
Same.
So I'm excited to get that, and it has great reviews, so make sure you guys check that one out. And then another one is Pokemon Snap. I didn't really play much of Pokemon Snap on the 64. I never owned it, but my friends did, so I had only played at their house. But I'm excited for this one because if you look at trailers of it, the game looks gorgeous. Just the graphics and everything, and the Pokemon's in their natural habitat, it looks amazing, and I'm excited for it. Even though it's not much of an action game, I'm still super excited for that kind of relaxing adventure. And then another one is Monster Hunter Stories 2. Now, I played the original Monster Hunter Stories on the 3DS, and I thought it was great. And I'm excited for Monster Hunter Stories 2, which will come out in the second half of this year. One more game I wanted to bring up, which hasn't been announced, but hopefully we'll hear more about it this year, because of Zelda's 35th anniversary, is Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Now, we don't know much about that game, but again, hopefully we'll hear more about it this year. It does have a release date for this year, just not an actual date. They said probably this year. We'll see what happens.
For sure. Man, yeah, I'm excited too, especially for Zelda. That's awesome. I can't wait for the second one to get out. It's going to be really exciting. Just a few games that I'm excited for in 2021. I'm looking forward to buying. I hope you guys might want to hear about is Canon Bridge of Spirits. That's actually coming out on PlayStation 5. That's exciting for PlayStation because there's not a lot of games that are actually out on PS5 at the moment, so that's really exciting there. Another game that I'm excited for is Tales of Arise. That was good. Yeah, that one was actually mentioned I think last year as well, so hopefully that one will come out as well this year. The Tales franchise does a great job. Super excited for that one as well. And then another one is Horizon Forbidden West. That one I can't wait for. I played Horizon Zero Dawn, the first one, and the second one just looks amazing. Just everything that's going on with it, the detail and what they put into it, I'm sure it's going to be great. Last game I wanted to bring up, that one's coming out on Nintendo Switch, and that's Bravely Default 2. Mm-hmm. That game is going to be great. It looks really great, and everything that they put into it, that's another one I'm really looking forward to buying in 2021.
Yeah, I loved both Bravely games on the 3DS. I played both of them, so I'm super excited for this next one. Mm-hmm. On the last part of this video, we wanted to talk about our top recommendations of games that were released in 2020. My recommendation from 2020 is actually Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Now, it took me a while to buy that game. I didn't buy it until the end of last year because I wasn't that excited for it. I never played any of the original ones. The only one I did play was Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on the Nintendo Switch, which I thought it was alright. I probably put like 20 hours into it before I ended up just giving up on it. It wasn't my cup of tea. So when this other one was announced, I wasn't planning on getting it immediately, but eventually I did get it, and it was a great game. I ended up beating it pretty quickly after I bought it. I thought the gameplay was actually pretty good after putting a few hours into it, and the story was amazing. It sucked me right in, and I recommend that game to you guys.
For sure. Man, yeah. The game that I wanted to bring up that was my recommendation for 2020 is Final Fantasy VII Remake. Man, I can't tell you guys enough how great that game is.
It's a great game.
Yeah, so amazing. They just put so much into it, and being new to Final Fantasy VII in general, you know, I can honestly say that I do love that game. I love the story, I love the gameplay, I love just everything that they put into it. The characters look amazing. I probably put the most playing time into that game for sure, but that is definitely my recommendation for 2020.
And that is all we have to share with you guys for today, so stick around for the next episode. We have a lot more to talk about.
For sure. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We want you guys to be up to date when these videos release, and we want you guys to be a part of everything we have to share with you. Leave your comments and likes as well.
Alright, see you guys later.
Catch you.